on, Santa, give me that tree. And I think I can make it all work. Who doesn't like a candy cane? I'm not sure if I've ever been so excited about a tin can before, but I've never seen a pink one. I'm like, pink! Oh my gosh, I know that that's not your normal Christmas colors, but we don't always have to do traditional. It's about having fun. When you're creating, it's about just having fun. And so the funness for me, the thrill of the hunt for me was to find Christmas that would go with pink. Well, first we have to stuff up our coffee cans. So I just buy some of the floral foam from the Dollar Tree, and that's what we're going to use to fill most of it. Gotta love floral foam because it cuts really easy. So we're just trying to fill in that blank space. And I can't believe that I found a pink Santa. So, though I don't really care for his little glasses, or the bottle brush tree does not fit into my design. So first of all, we're going to remove the tag, and I just picked him up in the Walmart ornament section. I'm going to see if I can pop off his little glasses, which I can. Just got so much cuter right there. And now I'm going to take this bottle brush tree and attempt to get it out of his hand. Come on, Santa, give me that tree. There, I got it. Now I have this bottle brush tree that will fit into my design much better. I have a little bit of green yet that I'm just going to, it's kind of like, got either it dyed it, or I'm not sure what it did. I think it, yeah, literally dyed his little fur coat, but it'll be okay. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this off, the little wooden base. I'm gonna add a little bit of hot glue. This is definitely glue gun season. I'll be going through a lot of hot glue this season. And then I'm just going to squish it into his hand, and I think it'll cover up that green just fine. And so I'll let him hold on to that. One thing I have a tendency to do when I'm creating one of these or any kind of little vignette is I gather up everything that inspired while I was shopping to go into this tin. Whether I put it into the tin, that's a whole nother story. But Hobby Lobby had the beautiful flock trees in the pink. So we're going to start off, because that's going to be our biggest object. Now I can cut them down, take that wood off if I want, but for the first one I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just glue it right into place, right onto the floral foam. And I want to make sure that I'm centered. So now for my next one, because I want them to kind of be staggered, so now for this one I'll take it off the base. Sometimes they pull out, sometimes you gotta twist them out, sometimes you gotta cut them off. Every company's different, different how they put them on there. And now I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue on there. And then I'm going to stick it right into the floral foam. And see, and that staggers it just by taking off that base. And then I have another one. They didn't have any of these small ones. These came in a 4-pack. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure that's not the same size. And then glue this one into place. Something about shiny. Oh my gosh, these little iridescents. I'm going to go ahead and add in there too. They probably just were made to hang on a tree, but I need to see where I can fill that in. And then first, if I'm going to glue it in, I want to work in areas because I want to leave a lot of space to be able to glue on. But since I'm going to glue that, I'm going to take some of this crepe paper. You can get this at the Dollar Tree store, and I'm going to actually stuff it in this area. And then now I'll take this, which is iridescent glittery snowflake. I'm going to hot glue it on both sides. And then it's going to be a nice tight fit right into the tin. And then yet again, I'll hold it so I know that it is going to stay where I want it and let that glue dry. So we need to get Santa in place. and snug into all his little trees. Now I'm going to push him as far back into the trees as I can because I love to fill these up. And since his hat is boinging all the way back, I would like it to be next to his face. So I'm going to put a little hot glue. Okay, I'm going to stuff some more of this behind here. If you put it down, you can put it down first and try to flatten it, but I wanted to make sure that everything was kind of level with the tin. Okay, going to get you a better angle so we can start filling stuff in. So I'm going to start off with some of my bigger items, and these are just old vintage bulbs. Some of them are a little worse for wear. We got a couple different textures going on here. So we're just going to start adding them in, and like this one's new, it doesn't matter. It's about bringing this all together. Oh, he's so cute. I'm loving on him already. That one may not work in my design. We got some smaller. I think these used to come off of like you'd get florals plants from the florist. So they were like little accents that they added in. I am so glad that people save stuff like this. Because we got our bigs in here, so now we're just working on our little smalls. The biggest thing is gathering everything you could possibly think of. I don't think you can have too much. I just don't. So I have this little one too that I want to add in here somehow. I'm going to take the hanging system off of it. It's that same iridescent as the snowflake in the back. I'm not going to glue it in place right now. I'm going to let it sit and I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about it. Okay, let's keep adding what I have left out here. These were just, I think, like your string light covers. See, there's different ones you can get, and then that just adds different texture even though they're similar in the color. I have some little tiny pink bulbs. Just when you think I can't add any more, yes I can. So I feel like Santa should be holding a pink present. His arm is flexible. Let's just cut off that hanging tag because it's pink. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead, now that I have an idea of where this would glue onto the trees. I'm going to get the hanger off of this. If you love it, you love it. If you don't, you don't. And I think that I do. But I'm going to bend it the other way so you don't see that piece right there. because you want your backs to look just as good as your fronts, because somebody could just be sitting this on as table decor. I need to even out, like I put that over there so it looks unbalanced. So I have this, it was garland, but I'm just going to use pieces of it. I'm going to find the long pieces, and then I'm going to cut them off, and then I'm going to start adding them in. And that snowflake's perfect back there because it's holding them in place. When I bought this, I didn't know it had smaller. I thought it was all the same size. So why not add some of the icicles in? It's all about keeping it centered, not making it lopsided. So I'm going to add a couple right into the space. And then to add more of that pink, I picked up this garland. It is garland. Where is the stopping point? Oh, how fun is this? Oh my gosh. This is not awesome. So we will be adding some of that around the bottom. Oh my goodness. I can cut some of it if it's too long, but I absolutely am loving on it. So we will just start to hot glue it. Into place. And I don't really need to waste this. So once I got to the other thing, I will just cut it off. So now I need to go in and give a haircut. I don't think they necessarily have to all come off, just that they're not hanging off the bottom. And since I have control issues, I'm going to put a little dab of glue. Try to make it a little onto that end bead so it lays down. And of course, if we're going to have left over, we're going to add them into the design. We're not going to just discard them, that by all means. I'm sure I can fit a few here and there. Right? Oh yeah, sure I can. Yay! Just when you think it was going to be complete, I find something else to add in there. The last little element is I want to bring in the color from his coat. And I have this little pack of palms. They're little. I'm going to attempt to glue them on here and there. That just brings in his element of his coat. Okay, so you know when you know, and I feel like there's a few more elements I want to add. I think Santa should have some sparkle on his hat. So I have some of this that matches the iridescent that I'm going to go ahead and glue on because they're sparkling here. That has the iridescence here. And then I think I need a little bit of white. We have all these icicles, but we have no snow. So these are just plastic from Hobby Lobby. So I know filling up cans, filling up stuff with vintage is not anything new. I think it's probably been around for years, but it's fun. It's fun to create. It's fun to use items in your stash. It's fun to use, like you could have like your own ornaments from when you were growing up and putting them into little vignettes like this. It's so stinking cute. So now we're on to the next can. And when I saw this, I guess it's like a chocolate peanut caramel katydids, but fun retro colors on there. Yummy. Okay, so let's get this filled up with some floral foam. Okay, so I got a lot going on here. Like I told you, I just kind of gathered what I'm inspired by to create with. And I really love these types of trees. They're not necessarily always easy, and I think I can make it all work. So then I've got her, this sweet little pixie. Oh, absolutely love her. First, I love these little trees. I love that they smush the ornaments in it, and I think that it plays wonderful with the colors on the front of this can. So I'm going to keep the base on this one, and I'm going to go ahead and get it glued. And then I'm going to try my best to center. But I think we got pink, green, and blue, so pink, green, and blue. So then I have some shiny trees that I'm going to add in also. Doesn't necessarily always have to be completely matching. But for these, I'm going to take them off their little wooden bases so I can get them nestled in closer. And then same with this one, is super long. I might have cut a little too much off, but that's okay. That's okay. Whoops-a-daisy, got a little crazy with my scissors. Because I need to fit her in. She's stained. Sad. I tried to clean it. It would not come off. Though I'm going to take her little ornament hanger off her head because it just looks weird. Off. So it's not coming out of her head. Oh, bless you. She's probably like, oh man, that's been killing my head. So I'm going to glue her little bottom. Whatever bottom she does have. And we're going to sit her right over the chocolate. Fill it in. I did have this little Bambi that I thought about adding to it also, which I think I do like that. I think I'm going to go ahead. Bambi's got sticker eyes. Bambi is old. Bambi is from Hong Kong. So I'm going to go ahead, get Bambi stuck into the glue. That's already so stinking sweet. That might be a little too big for this. So I wanna add into the colors. So let me think about this for a second. Too big, yet too big. I didn't want anything that I picked to be overpowering her. Her and Bobbie. So I'm actually just going to take those off. I'm going to add these so that it covers up the floral foam. Oh, look at this little starburst one. I have to make sure it's going to be covered though. Oh, I did find an orange one. Oh, yay. Orange is hard because it's like once it turns to the clear or the plastic, it like looks more yellow. Okay, so I'm going to use this little bottle brush tree. It's kind of on the orangish. Up by her, and then I have this little reflector, which I think that'll help you notice this behind here. Another one of these, which I think is a little bit oranger. still just feel like I need that middle area to have some pop. I love all the different little textures going on. Trying to decide, add that to it or just that. That, I think, yes. For the reflector, because it's such a big hole. Because of course I'm using it for what it's probably not intended for, but I'm gonna put this little flower in here. So it covers up all that. Try to make sure my backside looks good. Then try to find some kind of a point of hot glue that will be glued on. Now that one has a big hole, so I'm going to add this inside because I don't like you seeing through that hole. There, better. To be adding some sparkly instead of using like grass or anything like that. I'm just where I can see the flower foam. I'm just going to add this into it. I love that it's silver and like silver and gold, I guess we would, let's say. Poking tool. I don't know, there's something about sparkly this time of year that is just, gotta have it. So now that we have all that garland in there, I love how that took it. It kind of hid some of the bulbs, so we're going to go ahead and add a few bulbs. I'm going to add some silver to match the little reflector that I used, because now you can't really see that clear burst in there, but that's okay. We will just add some more stuff to it. So I'm just going to keep working on it until I love it. I feel like I needed more. Then I found this cool shaped one, and I absolutely love all that asymmetrical retro little vibe that it has going on. I think I want to finish it up with one more bottle brush tree because there's a little bit of a hole right there. Can't have a hole, right? That means there's room for more. I'm probably going to have to kind of smash it in there, but we'll see how it goes. My last can screamed Christmas. Hello, he looks like Santa. So, yes, the old master does not remind you of Santa. There again, not traditional green and red colors, which is okay. So I was on the hunt for something that would go into this can that would match it. Okay, let's get this. So this is a taller can. So we'll use the taller side. Okay, so what could I possibly come up with? A lot. I could come up with a lot. So we have this tree, we have this tree, this tree. It all kind of coordinates with this. I love the idea that this one was already dressed up. I think it's yep, it's a Department 56. So I won't cut off the base. I'll just hot glue it. I'll just hot glue it. Make sure my star is front and center. Okay, let's see what we got here. This one's too tall. Don't want it to, I want it to stagger a little bit, so off the base it goes. Okay. Same with this one. This one will be too tall. And I have a Santa. I have a bronze Santa. I like that he's on a stick here. I think I'm gonna have him kind of sitting off of it a little bit, just the way his legs are. I do have a deer. Somebody had colored it brown. Add this bottle. I like the gold on there, and I want to come out with the gold. So I'm going to add this bottle brush back there. Oh, we have packed it already. There we go. I might take him out for right now, because I have this guy who has been broken that I really want to add in there. So maybe my deer won't go in there, maybe he will go in there. So see, it's been broken off. It was a tree topper, but I absolutely love the colors of it. So we'll just stuff it in here. I'll add the deer back in, but for right now I have a lot of elements I wanted to fit in here. Bringing out the yellow, little retro. I don't even know what they were. I don't know. It must have been in a flower arrangement. And you gotta love when they're on a stick, because then you can like stick them right in there. And then I can do different lengths. The colors are so fun. I want to bring out that blue in the can. Trying to decide which one I want. I might fill it up with a little bit of these gold balls first. Just because I picked it out to match doesn't mean it's necessarily going to work, and I don't want it to overpower it, right? And then I thought these, they've got the little same color Santa's coat is, would work. Just some colored pine cones. I'm just trying to bring in all the colors and all the elements together. It's funny, this really shows you how old these really were. You don't have to necessarily take the hanger off. I thought it would be good for Santa, even though I think I'm going to make it a little bit smaller. A little candy cane. It's got some nice little age to it. And who doesn't like a candy cane? Well, I guess there are people who don't like candy canes. They have so many flavors of candy canes now, so I always like to offset. Like if I have one on one side, I want one on another side. So we're just gonna pop the other half of that I cut off on this side. Now I have this. Oh, I'm so excited about this one. I love the colors of it. I gotta be careful. I gotta put it up high so it doesn't cover up his face. And then now I'm going to take these very tiny, picked up at a estate sale pieces, and I'm going to make it look like this has been attached via the pipe cleaner. So I want to put a little bit of hot glue, and then I want to pull it really, really tight. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Yes, finally it's the season that I can start creating with all those items I have picked up. If you have not watched the Journey channel or watched any of our haul videos, to know that I am always shopping, I'm always out and about looking for items that I can create with, and these are from there. So if you're not already a member of the Journey channel, please pop over there and check out. I do lots of shopping videos. I do enough here on the Ginger Chick channel, but I also do auctions and that kind of stuff where I get big lots of Christmas items. So thank you so much for watching today's video, and what did you think? I know that there are lots of versions of these. These are so fun to create, and I don't know about y'all, but I love to watch people create and then see and get inspired from the littles that they have and that they're putting together, broken pieces, unwanted pieces, pieces that people no longer use normally in their holiday decor. So give me a quick comment down below, out of the 3 that I made over today, or that out of the 3 that I made today, which one was your favorite? As I said, none of them are really traditional red and green Christmas, but that's the fun of it. It's the fun of creating, thinking outside the box, and just running with it. So thank you so much for watching today's videos. Always, if you're part of the YouTube family, thank you so much. Don't forget to pop over to the Journey channel. And if you're new here and you're checking out the content for the first time and you liked what you saw, please hit that subscription button along with the notification bell so you can see all the Christmas goodies I'm going to be making this season. Again, thanks for watching. We will see you next time, and you can see what we're up to. Bye.